Hey, it's going to be a great day today. It's day 14, meal number 1. Why is it going to be a great day today? Because we said so. That's right. Like where we put our mind, that's where it goes. That's where everything goes. Where we put our mind is where things go. Driving in your car and you get distracted and you look this way, and your car has a tendency to go that way. Can't keep our car going straight down the road if we're busy looking all the time someplace else, right? So we look out ahead of ourselves. Like we don't look like right straight down to find out where we are all the time. I mean, it's important to know where we are, but we look out into the kind of distance a little bit. We kind of extend our vision. Let's extend our vision to a place of, well, we have choices about this, right? Now, one of the reasons that I got started with this here and got started talking with you, and one of the reasons that you may have gotten started with me, is because your A1C may have just simply been too high, and either you or a family member said, hey, we like having you around, and we like the idea of you being able to walk on your own 2 feet with us, holding hands like down a beautiful path of rainbows and unicorns flying in. I don't know, maybe it wasn't like that, but somehow you got motivated, and it could have been a high A1C number, high average daily blood sugar over the last 3 months. Okay. Now, there's a lot of other reasons why people come into this process with me. Maybe they have just like way too much stress, or maybe they're in a lot of pain. Maybe you have enormous amounts of pain that may never go away, and you're looking for ways to try to cope. You're looking for what can you do to work with your mind and body, and maybe you've worked with the doctor and they've done everything that they can do, and the doctor may have said, well, why don't you try Jim's program? It's something that you can do, right? And so maybe that's the reason you're here. One of the intentions might be in the beginning, like, well, reduce my pain level then, or at least help with my coping, all right? Usually people don't show up and say, my cortisol is like way too high. That little kind of measurement that goes hand in hand with stress levels. It's like when we get stressed out, our cortisol bumps up, right? So most people don't come and say, my doctor said my cortisol was too high, kind of outside the limits. I'd like to lower my cortisol. Usually people come and don't ask for that. People do come and say, my A1C is too high. My doctor did a calculation and gave me a percentage that didn't sound good, which happened with me, right? A percentage which was like, I'm a trader in the stock market. I'm not going to trade on that number. I'm not going to trade on that statistical unfolding of a calamity. I'm not going to invest there, right? And so when it comes to our lives, when it comes to the food that we are eating and what we're ingesting and the way that we're thinking, I know sometimes we set ourselves up in some bad investments and we didn't know it. We just thought it was a normal day. Getting up and having 3 eggs with bacon, with 2 pieces of toast, with a lot of butter on it and some cream cheese, and then like Fruit Loops for dessert. Well, I never had the Fruit Loops for dessert on breakfast, okay? But everything else was kind of like a normal day. I forgot to mention the sausage and the biscuits and the gravy. Okay, Cat, my assistant. So we could set our sight out that kind of the window of our metaphorical car. We could look out ahead and say, I want my A1C to be within normal limits. I'd like it to be, say, below 6.5 or below 6. And that's okay if that's what your intention is. That's good. For me right now, I got to tell you, how I'm feeling, I don't even care what my A1C is anymore. I mean, we're 2 weeks into this. I feel so amazing. The way that I'm eating, the way that I'm working with this is just having such an amazing impact on me that I feel so good that, and I want more and more of this, and I want to share this with you. I want to share this with my friends. I'm enjoying the process. My kids are involved in the process of cooking. You've seen Abby and Keely, and I'm getting Silvana. We'll see Silvana maybe in a couple days here is involved in the process, and I have some other